Hello everyone, and welcome to a new Let's Play. Let's play RimWorld. Alright, so this is just going to be an introductory video. I'm not going to do any gameplay in the game in this video, but I am going to, for those who don't know the game, explain what the game is, and for those who are interested, what I plan to do with this game. First of all, the game is about survival. You're basically one of the crewmen or passengers aboard a spaceship, passenger liner, and that spaceship suffers from an accident above a planet, which is randomly generated by the game. And you escape in an escape pod with 2 other companions. So basically 3 survivors land on a planet that's partially known and partially unknown. Not known by the player, obviously, but there are people living there. It's a game by Ludion Studios from the designer of games, Tynan, I'm not sure how to pronounce his first name, Sylvester, who also worked on AAA titles such as BioShock. This man knows what he's doing. Let's just say that. I have never experienced an alpha game, because that's what this is. This is an alpha build that is so incredibly compelling already. Possible exception being Kerbal Space Program, but I stepped in quite late in that game. So anyway, so you crash land on a planet. The cool thing is you get to randomize everything pretty much, and you get to build your own characters, which is what we'll be doing in this video, these 2 things. So as I said, it's an alpha. If you want the game, you can get it from the Ludion Studios website. It's going to be greenlit on Steam. I think it already is, and it's going to be available on Steam soon as well. So there we go. Anyway, we're going to create a world. We'll start with that and just show you guys how this works. You can randomize a seed, or you can just put in a word like, I don't know, cucumber. There we go. And then generate. There we are. And then we have Mine Lava. Mine Lava is this. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Mine Lava. Alright. And you're looking at a procedurally generated map with all kinds of biomes on it. There's the Arctic biome right here. Basically ice sheet, where the average temperature is minus 63%, 63.1 Celsius percent Celsius, obviously. In January, and in July it's minus 8, so it never gets above 0. That's pretty nasty. Then you have like stuff like tundra, which is slightly better, not much. And then you have boreal forest, which is basically winter forest. Pretty cold as well. Minus 30 degrees. That's actually a pretty interesting starting position should we start the game. And then you have stuff like desert and flatlands and mountains. You can also switch to elevation, and here you see that we have a mountain, for instance. No, that's not. This is mountain. There we go. Tundra, mountains. And you never get a grow. You get also information about growing periods. Basically, when you can grow food. If you don't have a growing period, there are options. You can hunt. You can also try, at least, to build underground facilities with a heat lamp, for instance. But obviously, you would have to survive long enough to be able to do that. So there we go. It's pretty interesting. The game lets you do that. And of course, there's coastline. Stuff like temperate forests, and in the south you get air shrubland, rainforest, and year-round growing periods, but very, very high temperatures. Generally, heat strokes are common amongst your characters if you go there. So that's pretty cool. You can just switch here, and you can have like the rainfall map. There we go. This planet knows very little rainfall. There's some tropical rainforests sort of scattered around, but it's actually really quite little. Wow, that desert only has 59 millimeters of rain every year. Sandstone and granite. That's pretty terrible. Wow. But it's a pretty cool planet, as in it's not very hot. The desert here isn't very, very hot, as far as I can tell. And temperature. There we go, temperature map. So that's that. I'm just going to save and finish. I like this map. We might use it. Alright, so I'm not going to start a new colony, but I'm going to show you guys the randomization of the characters and explain something about the characters. But first off, there's a storyteller, which basically is the AI that will throw you curveballs every now and then. Now you have Cassandra Classic, which is a balanced sort of storyteller. She will take into account how advanced your colony is. At least the first 2 years is now coded. And throw you challenges. Then there's Phoebe Base Builder, and Phoebe Base Builder throws you slightly less challenging things, so you can focus more on building bases if you want to play. Basically, it's the more freestyle kind of play. And then there's Randy Random, who's an asshole who will throw you just about anything. Taking a sip of my beer at whatever time he likes. So basically you could have 3 horrible events in succession and you have to deal with it. Alright, as you can see, this guy has a lot of bionics. There are bionics in the game. That's one of the nice features of the game. You can actually replace broken limbs and severed limbs and such. Eyes can be altered. You can pretty much alter all your characters, but some characters don't like to be altered with bionics. So that's a pretty nice touch to it. This is your challenge rating, and we're getting into those character traits in a moment. We'll just go for this. There we go. There we are. We're going to take Rasmine Lava. There we are. And we have to select the landing site. I'm just going to randomly select one. There, we'll pick the ice sheet for now. There we are. And we can do advanced as well. And then you can sort of pick what you want, what kind of map you want, and what starting month you want, and well, tweak it a little bit. Oh yeah, we have to select the site. I'm sorry. I did select the site. There we are. Yeah. Can I not select ice sheets? Cannot land on this biome ice sheet. Well, just land next to it. Okay. I thought you could land, but maybe that's a mod. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Well, and here you see the colonist screen. You get 3 colonists, and you get to sort of randomize it. I'll just press random a couple of times so you can see what you get. And just explain stuff here. They have traits. They have a childhood that will give them certain traits, and they have adulthood that will give them certain other traits. And they have incapabilities and traits. Basically, this guy is not very social. He can't do anything. He doesn't care. He's not social. He's not artistic. So basically, he doesn't do medicine because he doesn't believe in helping people that way. He isn't social. He's basically a robot. He's not interested in art or beautiful things. He's hot-skinned. That means he can live in an extremely cold environment, and he's a frostophobe. I have to say this correctly, which means this is one of those people who dislikes biomechanical alterations to the body. Bionics are not good for this guy. So this is Dimitri. You can change the names, you can mess around with that, except the first guy you can completely sort of customize if you want, after randomizing. Here we are. And of course there's these things. This is all important for your colony to develop. Construction, obviously, for building stuff, and the score that they have is usually 3 or higher, unless they have no score in it or they're very bad at it, in which case they will have 1 and 2 instead. And they can develop it, and this little flame or this big flame here means that they're very quick at developing those skills. So this is not a very good miner, but he could turn into a very good miner if you train him in it somehow. He's very good at shooting as well. He's good at cooking, and he's very good at developing medicine and crafting. So this guy would be very useful. He could be a farmer, he could be pretty much anything. Then we have a clerk. He's more a social guy. He does a little bit of medicine. He does a little bit of research, which is important to get yourself to the goal of the game, actually, which is getting off the planet again. Eventually, you want to build a ship. That's the goal of the game. It's not just a sandbox game, but eventually you want to build a ship to lift off and leave, and that's where research comes in. You need to research certain things for that. He's a pessimist, though. His mood is. They have a mood meter. They're not too happy about crashing into the planet, and all kinds of things affect their mood. Stuff like people dying around them is not very good for their mood. Sleeping on the floor if you don't have beds is not very good for their mood, etc., etc. And when the mood meter is empty or past a certain point, they will flip. They will go completely bananas. And they will start randomly attacking people out of frustration. So basically, you don't want that to happen. And then there's also certain psychic effects caused by aliens that can cause the same problem. Some people have traits against that, and some people have traits that actually help the aliens to get a grip on those people quicker. And he's incapable of scary. That means he really can't do anything that's frightening, because he used to be a frightened child. And he's now a civil servant. So, typical civil servant there. And then we have this guy. Again, we can randomize this completely if we want to. There we go. This is an interesting character. He's good at cooking. Cooking is important. You want somebody who's good at cooking. Again, this person doesn't like to be altered. And he's a masochist, so getting hurt is exciting to him. He doesn't like doing scary stuff, though, again. So, I'll just press random again a couple of times, just to show you guys. And these can be really high. I mean, you can have scores up to like 13, 14 sometimes, if you're lucky. This guy is an artist, conceptual artist. Not very good at anything, really. He doesn't care, he's not social, he doesn't do back-breaking work. He doesn't haul anything. He's a hard worker, ironically. Anyway, next time I will be doing a video from within the game. The problem is, if I were to do it now, if I were to start the game in the menu, it will actually start a whole new video because of a small change in resolution. So I might as well just leave it like this as an introduction. Anyway, next time we're gonna play RimWorld. If you have any requests or anything like that for me, feel free to post them. I will be recording this ahead of time, but I might go with the second series in which those requests will be, well, honored, possibly. Who knows? Anyway, thank you all for joining me in this introduction video. For anyone who knows the game, you know what to expect, especially for me. For anyone who knows me. It's gonna be fun, I'm sure. And I intend to get off the planet no matter what. Even if we have to lose all of our limbs, eyes, sanity. Yep, that's it. And see you all next time.